I'll be prostrate on the floor of the cathedral during the supplication or litany of the saints, which is a very dramatic moment where everybody's invoking the names of the saints in heaven to pray on this particular occasion, intercede for me, and I did that at the floor of St. Peter's Basilica, a little more than 36 years ago, when I was ordained at what they call the altar of the chair there. So that's very similar. I will make promises. The bishop will ask me 9 questions, and I will answer those questions as well. So it's a very dramatic moment, because you do have that true sense that the Lord is at work. In the program for this Mass, there's a quote from Pope Benedict XVI that makes it very clear that that the bishop who ordains a man, a priest or bishop, has a role to do, but it's really God doing the work. So this is not a graduation ceremony, it's not an initiation ceremony. We really believe it's an ordination. There is a grace-filled moment where the man's life is changed and there's something imprinted on his soul. We call it that character. It comes with baptism as well. There's something life-changing and even soul-wrenching, I think, can happen on these occasions. So whether it was St. Peter's Basilica or the Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul, it is a renewed commitment to the work of the Lord, but it's an infusion of God's divine grace. It's really a supernatural happening. We truly believe that. So it's not just getting an honorary degree. It's the basic way the Church proclaims the gospel message, the good news, the saving message of Jesus Christ, is by word of mouth, not through dictionaries and not through encyclopedias. Those are all very helpful, but the word of God is primarily preached. In other words, a person speaking to other people. Nothing will ever take that place. So whether it's a several-minute homily on Sunday, or speaking to people in preparation for the baptism of their children or their pending marriage, to speak to the confirmation candidates, to train them for what's coming up, it's still it's the old-fashioned way, it's still the best way, and it's God's way to preach the word of God, person to person. Nothing takes the place of that. In Rhode Island, with 600 or so thousand Catholics, I'm not really sure what the final number or the most accurate number is. That is quite a challenge to do it, but it's still the primary way. It is person to person. So the priest needs to associate to himself other co-workers, collaborators, especially lay people in the parish who can be inspired and made enthusiastic to be these evangelists themselves. So it is by word of mouth, it is by example. Often, I think the bishop said that in his letter too, it's one person at a time. And I don't think any amount of technology is going to replace the need for that personal encounter. Downtown Providence, this was our playground. We used to come downtown to the old Hoyle Square, I think it was, and climb the trees there. Not too many trees on Federal Hill to climb. And there were 4 movie theaters we always went to. It was only 25 cents a movie in those days, and you can stay all day. So downtown Providence really was our playground. And but it's true. You look up from here, and I can catch the tower of Mount Carmel Parish that I often climbed as a child. I don't think we were supposed to do that, but it was a wonderful thing to do. And that parish was the heart of that entire neighborhood as well. So I have very fond memories of growing up on Federal. My first job was at the Shore Dinner Hall at Rocky Point, scrubbing the pots that they served the chowder in and served the clam cakes in. So I still remember those days very well. I'd take the bus from in front of the outlet company to Rocky Point on Warwick Neck, and spend several hours there and take the bus right back and then walk home from downtown Providence. So that was my first job. All right. First paying job.